Imagine that jabbing you right in the eye.
Join us as we camp at Big Bone Lick State Historic Site, and I'll share my honest review of the experience. Now you're probably wondering why it's called Big Bone Lick. Well, that's because from the bones of Pleistocene magnifauna fossils found here, mammoths are believed to have been drawn to the location by the salt lick deposited around the sulfur springs. Big Bone Lick State Historic Site is located in Big Bone, Kentucky, not far from Florence and not far from Cincinnati. Check out the nature preserve and other activities up front.
This is a lot better than Spurlock's bridge, but it feels too safe. Takes all the fun out of it. Look how dry it is. Creek's pretty much not even flowing.
The park has basketball and tennis courts available for your pleasure.
Pretty sweet playground area. Now, how cool was this? So I wanted to play putt-putt, but it was also like 94 today, and there's no shade here, so thought I would show you the putt-putt. It's actually really nice and very cool that they decorated it for Halloween. So if you like putt-putt and Halloween, they've got it set up really cool here. Oh my God, and then right there's a deer. Look at that. I'm like 20 feet away from it. That's so random, and it just doesn't care. Wild.
And just a short drive down the road is the Florence Speedway. I'll put a link to their website in the description, and you can see if there's any events going on when you're camping here.
Looks a little creepy. Maybe we should stealth camp in there. All right, we're gonna do the Gobbler's Trace here at Big Bone Lick. I don't know who did some of the naming. So we're gonna do the Cedar Run Trail. It's supposed to be about a mile and comes out at the Buffalo. Pretty neat trail. It's not too hard. I mean, it's definitely not like handicap accessible or anything, but not hard. Just anytime you're hiking, you know, watch your step, be safe, but have fun, most importantly. Getting hot. I think it's supposed to hit 90 today, so for mid-September, it's nice and toasty. The trail's very well maintained and marked, so it's definitely an easy trail that the family can do. I forgot what these kinds of trees are, but definitely don't want to walk into that when you're not paying attention. Imagine that jabbing you right in the eye. Ugh. Now, it is a pretty hike, but it's like all honeysuckle. So it's just like, oh, here's a cool trail with covered invasive species. But what are you gonna do? I have a problem with it too. I can't seem to get rid of it. It's super hard to kill. That was kind of cool, getting into a little bit of a cedar thicket. I always like showing bridges for whatever reason. Oh, there's a ground squirrel. Probably didn't see it, but ran off through there. Now that is a pretty good sized hickory tree. It's one of the biggest ones I've seen. Very pricey wood, so you don't see a lot of them get that big. Very cool. We have come to a fork in the road. Do we want to go see the bison? Or do we want to stay on Gobbler's Trace? Bum, bum, bum. These blue jay are mad about something. So we went towards the bison. Remember, people, bison are dangerous. Don't be like one of them idiots at Yellowstone. You see somebody trying to pet one like it's a big cow or something. Don't know where the bison are. All right, we've located some of the majestic animals. Of course, the baby went over there and laid down. They've got like an observation deck you can get up on. They've got like barns out here for them. It's actually really nice. So basically you can go from the back of the campground to the museum if you want to do the whole shebang. You can also make a loop, but I'd recommend just having a car here or somebody pick you up so you can do the whole thing. So it's a half mile back to the campground. One cool thing, if you want to go see the bison though, this is handicap accessible. So it's all paved and wheelchair friendly. If you want to pause it and read that, you can. This is what we like to see. Die, honeysuckle, die. Look, no honeysuckle. Some of these t-shirts in the gift shop are pretty good. I don't know if I'd want to wear a Big Bone Lick shirt or not. Would you? Let me know in the comments. Now some of these are cool though. Like those are neat. And then I'd almost get this hat, but I don't know. I feel like I should just make a KY camping one.
Make sure to stop in the museum and gift shop and check out what they have to offer. Some pretty cool stuff in here.
What we got here?
Well, today we got Chef Cordon Bleu with a little bit of beef Wellington.
Oh my.
And a touch of cream frige.
Oh, cream frige. Okay.
I think we'll do all right.
Here it is.
Cold.
Good food.
Yeah, we don't.
This is Rheingeist, Franz. It's supposed to be an Oktoberfest beer. You know, it's pretty good, but it's got too much French in it. This isn't 100% German beer. There's it's about 70-30 French-German.
So it sucks.
Well, I'm not 30% sucks. We'll put it like that.
Gets a C. Alright. I know we do like hillbilly camping, but check this out. If you're a parent and tired of washing bottles,
Two thumbs up. Happy mama. I'm trying to move them.
This is the playground within the campgrounds itself.
so this is the men's restroom. Pretty clean, pretty nice. 3 showers, 2 stalls, 3 sinks. Nice and clean. No complaints. So typical shower. Looks like it's pretty clean for the most part. I think it's a stain, but typical shower. You do have a bar to hang stuff on, and I like that it actually has a door. All right, so we're gonna smoke this pork shoulder, butt, whatever it is, for about 8 hours, and it's gonna be delicious. Ooh. 4 pork butt. So, epic fail.
Dude, the watermelon.
When you burn the pork butt, you go get Mexican.
I've never seen.
So, it's a quiet campground. People are up, but nobody acting stupid. It's nice. The dreaded worst part, packing up. There are more deer at this park than anywhere I've ever seen, and they're super just sorry, I need some coffee. They're just not concerned about people at all, like no fear.
Have you camped here before? What was your experience? Let us know in the comments.
Of course, there's the entrance. One way. And then you got spot 14, another one if you want to be close to the bath and shower house. Same thing, there's 13. And we're getting to kind of the front of the campground. There's spot 12. Now there's an interior loop there as well. We'll try and show that. Here's the third spot. Kind of going backwards here, but you can see them better from this angle. And then here's the camp post. And then we're going to turn around because you can't get out. A little bit of a flaw in the design here is if you got two people dumping, you're kind of stuck. So there's that. Here's spot 11, super level. So this is the inner loop. You got spots 9, 8. Here's 4. 4 is a nice spot. 5. And these are all close to the bathhouse and the pool as well. There's a pool there, but it's out of season for that. Spot 7, 8, 9. It's almost checkout time, so everybody's packing up and heading out. And that's that loop. And here's the bathhouse and pool. We've already showed this some, but here it is again. There's some additional parking up here, also located close to the playground. And then there's spot 47, looks like a nice spot. This is another interior loop. .49, and we've seen some of this from the other side. You get 15. 15 doesn't look like a great spot. Personally, I don't like the interior loop spots because I feel like then you're like surrounded and you kind of go camping to get away from people. Although, a campground's going to have more people than your house does typically. So there's that. I like 47 here. That's a nice looking spot. Nice and shady. And you're not too close to anybody. If you had kids and they're like wanting to play in the pool a lot, that's a good spot right there. Here's 55. Some of this may overlap a little bit. My apologies. But you got to see more. Because I don't know if the audio worked right on the first one, so we'll loop back through here. We got 57, 58. Yeah, this is where I was talking about another good group camping spots. 58, 59, and even 57. There's a good spot back in behind there. Then you got 61. So I guess I was wrong. You can still get out of here. Here's 62. You just have to loop around to the entrance. And then there's the dump station again. And that's it. '17's a good spot. '16's a good spot. And there's like the inner loop of that one. And if you've got kids, this is a great spot right next to the playground and the bath and shower house.
So both those are.
Site 35 was a good spot. If you were doing some group camping, you could do like 37, 35, and that spot, and then you'd have like this whole corner would be nice. But there's another better spot back here I'll show you shortly.
This is from 42 to the very back.
Site 42, 44, all those you're gonna be, your front end's gonna be high, and they're short sites, so keep that in mind. Now that one comes with some free firewood though. So I mean that's pretty sweet, right? 40, another short spot. I like 39, that's a good spot. Good size spot here. 37. Now we're passing ours. We always do this at the end so have everything done so we don't have to mess with it. 18's a good spot. Nice and spacious. And there's 34. I was talking about family spots. 34, 35, 36, all good. Got 33, 20. They're not perfectly level. You are going uphill, so I mean there's a slope, but it's not unbearable. And up there's where you connect to Gobbler's Trace Trail. So 23, 31, 24, another short spot. 25 looks nice up here on the end. 26 is nice, but very short. 27 you can get something in. So look how low the front of that one is. Just got a couple inches to work with there. Then you got a trash dump up here as well, and a little bit of extra parking. And we're heading back down, we'll show you some more. Get a little better view of these from this way. Another thing too, here in September, so the trees are starting to lose some leaves, and sycamore is losing pretty quick, but it's mid-September, like the 20th or so. Well, you know, mid-late September, and you know, still plenty of shade. So if you've got sites 43 and 45, you have great access to the recreation area. So if you know it was gonna, if you had booked it in advance, or if you thought it was gonna rain, or there's a good chance of rain, this would be a great place. You could play like board games or whatever. And then they also do, you know, they host stuff down here as well. But it looks like a nice recreation area. Let's back out a little bit. You've got lights and electric. That's always a plus. And looks like you got a little fire pit back here too. So lots of room. So yeah, this would be a really cool group camping spot too, with those two spots we talked about, because your campsites themselves are small, but if you were all hanging out down here or back here, I mean, it's a good spot. All right, let's try this again, because this stupid thing likes to connect with the camper. Here'd be a neat spot too, but it's also short. But there's a big fire pit back there where two people could use it. So if you had like two families camping here, then you could all hang out there in the back, would be pretty neat. So here's these spots. And then you got the A-team. Oh, we got some pretty dogs. Here's would be two really good spots for group camping too, because you have this recreation area here, but you'd need a really short camper. Even the pop-up going there makes me nervous. This is very short too. And you got some spots here, 46, but your front end's gonna be up high, so keep that in mind. And you got 65. A lot of these sites are really short, so I mean, if you've got a long deal, you're gonna have a hard time finding a spot that you can fit in. So keep that in mind. So here's the big problem with this park is the dump station being at the end. There's not enough room to get around them, and it just causes a traffic jam. So they need to do something.
Other than a little congestion at the end of it, I really don't have anything bad to say about this park. It wasn't my favorite, but everything is nice, clean, everything worked okay. No complaints, so we got to give it a 10 out of 10. We really appreciate you watching, and thank you to all of our subscribers. We'll try and have some more stuff out for you soon, and as always, have a fantastic day.